I am going to get my son. He sold his car to a wrecking company because it wasn't working anymore, and he's just less than a month away from shipping out. So rather than getting a new car, he opted to sell it and make do. So right now I'm going to get him from his job. It's funny that his time with us is ending with us driving him around again. It kind of makes me laugh a little bit. But also I kind of like it because it gives us time to talk with him and to hear his thinking and his plans. And I'm finding that this year right here is kind of like the first couple of years of our kids' lives. Years 1 and 2 and 3 are so noticeable. It seems like month over month, the changes that happen in our kids' lives are so big. But then in the middle years, 5 until, 14 or something, 12, the changes are a little less perceptible in this 18th year of life. Change is just happening very rapidly. I see so much growth in his thinking, and sometimes those changes come alongside irrationality or things where there's not as much clear thinking. But a lot of times in these older years, what I'm seeing is a lot of growth, and it happens super fast. And it's fun to see that. It's fun to be able to observe and affirm the changes that we see happening in real time. I think it's helping me be prepared to say goodbye. Tonight we're going to look at Christmas lights as a family, and one of Ethan's friends is going to come with us. It's a Marine buddy of his that he's been working out with and hanging out with and getting to know over the last few months. And years ago, I used to see friends coming over as an additional burden on me. It felt like, an intrusion, like now we can't be ourselves, or now, like I have to not wear pajama pants and instead I need to put on jeans or whatever. But I'm learning now to welcome those friends and invite them in and fold them into our family, because I see that by including them in our family, we not only get more of our child, but we also get to experience, I guess, a larger portion of who our child is becoming. Yeah, looking forward to that tonight. I have always been I've always called it a jack of all trades and master of none. And the other day I saw this word called a dilettante, I think is how you say it, where you know a lot about a lot of different things, or like it sometimes can be referred to in the arts, like you know about music but you don't play music, or you know about art but you don't paint or sculpt or that kind of thing. And I think a person that spreads myself quite broad knowledge-wise. I like to learn about a great many things and kind of get my finger on the pulse of a lot of different issues. But lately I'm realizing that while there's good in that, and it's served our family well in some ways, that there's also danger in splitting myself into so many different directions, and that there is value in going deep in one area. And that's something that I haven't really disciplined myself to do very well. We have this thing we're thinking about. If we go that direction, then I will be putting my head in one particular aim, or toward one particular aim, for a good portion of every year. And in truth, I've done that over the years with my kids. So I have devoted myself to child rearing for almost 20 years now. That's a lot of diapers changed, a lot of labor pains, a lot of spankings given, a lot of talks, a lot of corrections, a lot of sandwiches, a lot of chore charts. And I have done that for 20 years. And over the next 20 years, as I look, I've got all these kids to start basically releasing into adulthood and training toward adulthood. But we also desire to build for a legacy and not spread ourselves so broad as we have done in a lot of ways over the years. To one friend, I likened it like, you know, those little votive covers where there's like a lot of, like, there's cutouts and the light shines out of a variety of angles, and it's really beautiful. But it also dilutes the light, and so I feel like the light of our lives has gone in a lot of different directions. And that's not to say that it hasn't been beautiful and that God won't bring good from it. I believe He will, and in fact, I'm entrusting the fruit of all of these decisions and years to Him. But there's also part of me that desires to, and for a long time has desired to settle down in one main direction and chip away at that for a length of time. And so that is what my desire is. My desire in regard to our family plans is that we would slowly chip away at one thing and build a legacy for ourselves and for our family and for our kids. Well, I've already said enough that I'm just going to go ahead and share more. We have this opportunity with our extended family who has owned a business for over a decade, and they are to a point where they're ready to retire from the day-to-day running of that business. And it is a profitable business, and it is in a neat location that is very similar to the sort of thing that we've dreamed about for more than a decade. And it is a situation that will provide for our family what we need financially. If it continues even remotely in the same trajectory as what it's already on, then we will be able to earn a living from the running of this business and still have a good portion of the year free to use how we please, which is exciting. It's really fun to think about. So as we think about this business, there are a lot of advantages and there will be some challenges. One of the challenges is our stage of family life, that I think we really still have 3 children that regularly need active supervision and that are not yet able to contribute in a real way to this business. But I have also seen how quickly time flies, and all 3 of those children are close in age, and so it will just be a matter of a few years until they can start actively contributing in their own ways. So as we thought through the opportunity of this business, we decided that number 1, this is something that we want to do. And number 2, this is something that we can do as a family and build as a family so that we as a family can benefit in the coming decades from it. So, yeah, I'm excited to be able to share it fully with you guys. Right now, I'm just talking through the excitement that we feel. We are under contract to purchase this business, and we are currently waiting for appraisal and inspection. And because of the weather patterns that exist in this place, it may be up to 4 months before it can be appraised and inspected, which is kind of crazy, but it's part of the nature of this particular business. But we're excited. I'm excited. Right back there. Tell me what you did. You did all the trim?
Yeah, it used to be this ugly old orange.
Okay, that's the old. Looks nice. Good work.
I did all the trim all the way around.
Cool.
All the trim on that building. That was mostly
On that building over there too.
freehand up all along the windows and door frame and stuff.
Cool. It looks good.
Thanks.
The smoke back there.
Burning tires.
It's crazy. I don't know.
See, I was
More than 5 golden rings. Hey, there's Santa on a bicycle. It's the original Big Tex head. This is awesome. Wow. This is pretty impressive. Oh, and there's a little nativity set right over there.
Mommy and Mickey.
There's a Mickey and Minnie. And Tigger and Snoopy. And there's Uncle Sam. Right there. Right beside where it says Santa's Workshop. You see, he's the America guy. This is cool. What do you guys think?
Crazy.
Coming to you?
Yeah.
How about
That was life-changing.
It's true.
There are some angels over there. There's Jesus.
Do you see the alien elf thing?
Oh, I know.
Lukey, what did you think about that? Hey, you liked that?
Yeah.
Did you like all the Santas?
Yeah, and angels.
Yeah.
The angels and me are Santas.